So we are here today celebrating the International Day of the Cotton Top Tamarin, and we have some very exciting news to share with you. Here at the park, we have two adult Cotton Top Tamarins. We have our female, Maxi, and she was born in this country. She's 6 years old, and she came to Longleat about 2 years ago. Then we have our male, Rico. He's about 5 years old, so a little bit younger than her, but he was born over in the Netherlands. Rico is quite confident. He's always the first to the food, and whenever we go in, he's always first to us as well. Maxi is a little bit more on the shy side, so she'll hang back a little bit, but as soon as she knows there's food involved, she'll be right up with Rico as well. We do have some very exciting news to share. So with Maxi, we weigh her weekly, and we did start to see her weight gradually kind of increase. And then on the 17th of July, we had a tiny tamarin born. So to monitor the Cotton Top Tamarins, we do actually have a camera in their inside enclosure. So we were watching on the night of the 17th of July. She was up for about an hour, and we get notifications to show when they move, and normally they sleep overnight. So the fact that she had been awake for an hour was quite suspicious. And then all of a sudden, she kind of made a jump in movement, and a few moments later, we could see a baby kind of climbing around her side, and the little head poked out as well. So it is normally quite rare that both parents help look after the offspring, but with tamarins in general, they both have to help. Them being so small and have to carry the offspring from the moment they are born, it takes up a lot of their energy. So they do actually share the parenting. So mum will hold the offspring while she feeds them, and then when that is not happening, then dad carries the baby around as well. So as you'll notice, dad's very good at carrying them around. Even when the offspring is on mum, he still tries to take it off of her, and she's like, no, it needs to feed, and then you can have it back. So he's very protective, and he's being a very good dad. So when the tamarins are born, they often weigh about 40 grams. At about 4 weeks old, which is kind of what we are at today, they will start to slowly kind of make their way off mum and dad, and maybe put a few kind of feet on those branches just to test out whether they can be able to grip hold of them. And then they grow up pretty fast from there. So as the baby is clinging onto mum or dad, it is quite hard to tell the gender at the moment. So what we have to do is we have to wait until the baby is old enough to jump off, and hopefully jump on some mesh so that we can get a good look at what gender it is. But for now, we don't have a name until we know that gender. Cotton Top Tamarins, they are critically endangered, so there's only 6,000 of them left in the wild, and they are only found in the northwest of Colombia in South America. In the 1970s, around 20 to 30,000 of them were exported into America for biomedical research, and that decimated their population to begin with. But now out in Colombia, there is deforestation, so things like cattle ranching and agriculture is causing that forest to be lost at quite an alarming rate. So only 5% of their natural habitat exists. And also they are very common in the illegal pet trade as well. So being so small and so cute, people think they make great pets, but they really don't. And again, they are being taken from the wild into people's houses, and again, further reducing that population size. So having Cotton Top Tamarins here at Longleat is very, very important. So they are part of the European breeding programme, and we also have a charity out in Colombia called Proyecto Titi, and they help conserve Cotton Top Tamarins in general. They do help with all the other species as well that live out in the forest in Colombia, but their main focus is Cotton Top Tamarins. If you want to learn a little bit more about them, if you go and check that charity out, they will give you everything that you need to know. So next time you are here visiting us at Longleat, if you look really closely into that Cotton Top Tamarin enclosure, and you do have to look pretty closely because they are quite small, you'll be able to hopefully find the two adults and hopefully find the teeny tiny baby that we have on top of them as well.